Hey guys, it's Noah Wilson here from iHollywoodTV, and welcome back to another episode streaming right here exclusively on GlewedTV, where you can catch my next guest and the new season of My Feet Are Killing Me, airing August the 4th on TLC. Please welcome Dr. Sarah Holler joining us this morning on Skype. Hi, Dr. Sarah.
I am great this morning. How are you? Thank you for having me.
I'm doing fantastic. It is so great to have you here on the virtual, on Skype. You're coming to us from the office, right?
I'm here. I'm ready to see patients, get my charting done, all the things.
Oh my goodness. Well, good morning to you. It's great to have you here on the show. We're going to talk all about the new season of My Feet Are Killing Me. So just to kind of give our audience a little synopsis about the show, My Feet Are Killing Me is a series on TLC where patients undergo surgery to have their feet radically transformed and their lives changed forever. What has been the most life-changing experience you've been able to do on a patient so far, Dr. Sarah?
I mean, we have been able to communicate with people around the country. That's what I think is so amazing. We have patients coming from Washington State, from Colorado, and right here in our local tri-state area. And the fact that we're able to literally change their lives, change their feet, there are so many patients that come to mind when you say that. I don't want to give everything away, but this next season has a lot of fun patients, a lot of crazy transformations. So I think everyone has a special place.
Interesting. Well, I cannot wait to watch the new season. You've been in the medical field as a foot and ankle surgeon for over 7 years now. Did anyone in your family have issues with their own feet, or what got you intrigued to be in this genre, in this field?
So nobody in my family is in medicine. I'm the first pioneer into this world of medicine. I wanted to be a ballerina, and as cheesy as that sounds,
Really?
I danced. I did. I was on point for, I don't know, close to 15 years, and my feet are not so great. They've seen better days. So I got in this field to not only help ballerinas kind of like me, but actually to see people, of all sports and specialties and get them back on their feet.
What does your family think about that now when they see you working on people's feet and patients come in with this awkward type foot thing, or I don't even know what you would call it. But I was like, I will tell you, it's really interesting to watch on TLC, I must say.
I'm so glad you watched it. It's such a cool show. I really think the actual show has expanded, and it's broadened my parents had no idea kind of what I did for a living.
Yeah.
So now they can actually see it firsthand. They're like, that's what you went to school for all those years? I'm like, yes. I tell them, make sure don't swipe through my phone because all you're going to see is pictures of feet. But I think it's really cool because it shows what people are dealing with. And it's always hidden behind socks and shoes and all of these things. And people are just embarrassed by it. But it's really cool to kind of bring it out into the open and see how they can get help.
Now, do you take pictures of the patient's feet, before and after, just to kind of see a really cool transformation that you did on the patient?
Yeah, I do it here in the office, and I used to at one point in time actually make postcards for each of these patients for the pre and post so they could see the difference. Because I think it's just such a radical transformation, and it kind of shows what you've been through. I love it. I see all my post-ops today, and I do the pre and post X-rays and the clinical picture, and I think it's mind-boggling.
Oh wow, I would love to just come to work one day with you and just kind of see how it all goes down. Dr. Sarah, we need to make it happen, okay? I don't know where you're located at, but I want to come. I'm here in Georgia, so the peachy state.
I was born in South Carolina. Come up. We all migrate. I know.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh. Well, one day we'll have to make it happen. We'll do a little segment inside, the office and all that stuff. It'll be fun. You will be ready to throw me out because I won't, stop making people laugh, because I love to make people laugh, but.
That's where I'm all about the good energy. You show that, you exude it. I love it. Bring it on.
Well, thank you, Dr. Sarah. You have good energy yourself, so.
Love it. So this next season is going to be amazing. I hope you tune in and watch all of the new crazy episodes that are to be aired. I think we're starting in August, which I'm pretty excited about because August is around the corner. It blows my mind how fast summer has gone, but I think it's going to be a great season.
This season on My Feet Are Killing Me.
There's not a lot that shocks me.
I've never seen anything like this.
On the bottom, that looked like an alligator skin.
It smells like a rotting skunk carcass.
It's ripping apart my tendons.
Immediately, red flags and sirens went off. This is the craziest looking bone tumor I have ever seen.
I feel like it belongs to a foreign creature. That's actually getting worse and it's spreading.
Wow, it's absolutely incredible.
And I have seen some crazy feet, trust me.
I want to talk more about the show, so explain in depth how some of these feet issues occur to when the patients have to turn to you, Dr. Brad, and Dr. Ebony for, medical advice.
So some of the cases we see, some are, bunion deformities, which are genetically, they're predisposed, like mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, that kind of passes through the family tree. And some of these things are congenital, meaning like these people are sometimes born with these deformities, where it's like literally like their limbs are turned in different directions. Sometimes their legs are misshapen, different lengths, different sizes. So it all kind of depends. Sometimes it's actually things that like traumatic injuries that actually cause some of these things. So you kind of just don't know what's going to walk in the door. That's the best part about the show. You're facing genetic conditions and things that have happened throughout life that have changed people's feet forever.
So what has been the best experience of having this show that is bringing informative information about the type of issues we can have with our own feet?
So I think this show kind of really highlights, don't be afraid, don't tuck them inside shoes and socks. Really, you should seek help. That's the best part of this show. It's actually, I think it's trying to bring people out and explain these are things that people all over the country, all over the world battle with. And it's okay to ask for help. It's okay. Other people are dealing with the same thing. And I think that's what the show really, really kind of captures.
Now, share with us some of the most common foot issues that patients have with their feet. Like, what are some of the most common things you're kind of seeing reoccurring daily with patients that are walking into the office?
So like my most common things that I see, number one is heel pain. And heel pain is known as, you hear plantar fasciitis, heel spur syndrome, all these things. And it's usually an overuse injury where the back of your heel hurts. First steps in the morning are really, really painful. I deal with that day in and day out. Another thing is warts. Everyone, like especially during the summer, people get warts and it sounds gross, but it really doesn't mean you're dirty in any way, shape, or form. It's just a virus. We all know about viruses now.
Oh, yeah.
So we're so familiar. So those are, two big things that I see every day. And then, I'm on trauma calls. So, fractures and, ankle injuries are very, very prevalent, especially as we're all getting more active as the summer is here.
Now, I want to ask something because my friend Kelly Ripa wears heels a lot, and things like that. I mean, a lot of women wear heels, but, is that a major cause in some women, wearing heels, they come in with pain, foot pain because they've worn heels for so long? Like, is that a thing?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm a woman. I love heels. They are beautiful. Right. They elongate your leg. They make you feel fancy. All of the things. They're terrible for your feet. I know that, but they're beautiful. Facts. Heels do multiple things. They actually shorten your Achilles. So when you wear them consistently, your Achilles gets shorter and shorter, and your body adjusts to that. It's incredible what your body can do. But it puts all the pressure at the forefoot, the ball of your foot. So it actually wears away your fat pad over time, which sounds terrible. But it just, they're good. They're beautiful, but at the same time, it definitely alters your posture, your gait, and definitely the overall biomechanics of your foot. They don't cause bunions. Bunions are already predisposed. They can make bunions worse because they put pressure in different areas and it makes you walk differently, but it does not cause a bunion. Everyone thinks that. Yeah. But I think foot pain or just heels in general can cause lots of issues. And it sounds terrible. Like wearing them to an event is not a big deal. If you're getting out of the car or whatever, wearing them every single day, if you're deciding to like walk down Madison Avenue and just like live your best life, probably just alter from the tennis shoe to the stiletto, and that's okay. No shame. But it definitely, they're, it sounds terrible, but they're not good for you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, absolutely. Well, how about for men? Women wear heels. Some men wear heels too, but
yes, they do.
What are some of the most common things, you see in a man when they come to the office? I mean, I'm just curious. I mean, I'm sure it's probably, some of the same features that you see in women, but it could be different for men too, I guess.
Same things. Like, so the most common thing that I see is heel pain. Like literally it's just everyone's trying to get more active, whether you're wearing heels, whether you're wearing a loafer or just like, a flip flop. It doesn't matter. You're just not having enough support on your heel structure, and the arch can really cause a ton of problems for men and women alike. Yeah. Men like to wedge just like women like to wedge their feet into these little like pointy shoes. It's terrible, creates like little ingrown situations, not a fun experience. I know. So usually it's like a huge variety, but I think it's really like it's the heel pains, the ingrowns. We see a lot of people like rolling their ankle, just wearing unstable shoes, whether it be a cute shoe, like, anybody can wear a platform, right? That's the new thing. Yeah. They're they're good, but they can actually cause you to be very unstable, especially when you're walking on, rocky road.
A lot of people have told me, and I've had to even like correct myself of how I walk, Dr. Sarah. And now I'm fixing to tell you, well, I mean, if people see me walk, they might see it sometimes, but I try not to let them see it because I'm trying to correct the situation, Dr. Sarah. But I used to walk on my tiptoes. Is that a bad thing? Why is that? Like, why would I walk on my tiptoes? Like,
very good question. So most kids actually start walking on their tiptoes, and actually it's when your Achilles, the big muscle in the back of your leg, it actually is really, really short. So sometimes it progresses over time. Most people kind of grow out of that. Hopefully you're working on that right now.
Yes, I'm 23. I don't want to be walking on my tiptoes.
Runner stretch every single morning. It's going to prevent tons of issues for you in the future. So one of the biggest deformities in the medical literature is called equinus, and which is what you're talking about, is when your heel doesn't touch the ground. Being a toe walker can cause tons of issues. It puts all the pressure on the ball of your foot, which you well know is not very good, not very comfy. So important, the biggest thing, if you're a toe walker, get it checked out, stretch every single day, because one, it'll make your Achilles much more lengthened, giving you less risk of injury to the Achilles, and cause less issues in the forefoot.
Oh my gosh, Dr. Sarah, I'm going to stretch my foot right now.
Right now, pull your toes back.
Look at this foot. Oh, yes. I'm just kidding. Oh my God. People are like, this is crazy. I'm tuning out right now. No, I'm kidding.
No, it's important. Everyone should stretch. Every single morning when you wake up, pull your toes, close your nose. When you're brushing your teeth, that's what I tell my patients. At least 3 times. You brush your teeth 3 times a day, right? Like, just get up there, brush some teeth, put your toe back, and just kind of relax into it.
Exactly. Oh, I like that. That's a really good little tip from Dr. Sarah right here. Yeah, absolutely. She got it going on. Okay. Now, what was one of the most extreme cases that you have seen someone come in the office with this coming up season on TLC?
One that reaches out personally to my heart is Rebecca. Rebecca is, she came in and she's an amazing young woman. She's beautiful. She's fantastic to talk to, but she's been dealing with something called Olmsted syndrome since she was born. And Olmsted syndrome is something that we learned about in school, but I've never personally seen until I saw her. There's less than 100 cases in the world.
That's
it's
crazy.
Insane.
So she's one out of very few that get this.
Oh yeah, and what it is it's calluses that grow on calluses, but to her it's not just like a callus that you and I would get on your foot from wearing just an uncomfortable shoe. It's something that she literally feels like she has like nerve endings in it, and it's super, super painful to touch. There's a lot of sweating that's involved. It causes bacteria buildup. It smells a little bit, and she literally can't walk on her feet.
Oh, that's
it's devastating.
I understand why people become emotional when talking about their feet.
It's just upsetting. I hope, if anything, she can help with the pain.
I know.
I call my foot Igor, give it its own personality.
It looks kind of like the talons, like a dinosaur.
Can it really be fixed? That's a pretty scary thought.
Wow, that looks really painful.
It scares me to death to think I might be in a wheelchair.
I know that I can help you, and I'm ready.
All right, sounds great to me.
I look at them and I understand their pain. I see it and I know how to fix it.
You need to wear supportive shoes. Please, please, please. It is so important. People don't invest in their feet because you can just tuck them inside of a shoe and a sock and just kind of forget about them. Yeah. But, I mean, every single day you put, all of your pressure goes through your foot and your ankle. Wearing a supportive, like compression socks, I think are super important for people that either stand or sit all day. It helps with your blood circulation. Some people should not be using it, just depending. So definitely see your medical provider for all of that specific stuff.
Yes.
But most, I know, I have to say it because everyone's going to go out and buy compression socks, and it's not for everybody. But
right, yeah.
most people need a nice supportive shoe. A tennis shoe or a sneaker is definitely the best thing out there for your foot because it can expand and it has a good arch support. You want usually a running shoe or a walking shoe with a higher heel to allow for that support for the Achilles.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you got
in your feet.
all the great useful information right here. Now let's talk about shoes because we see now some people wearing some crazy shoes as the world continues to go on and get crazier. Even though I'm here for it, I'm like, okay, I just sit back and watch, you know. Like,
I love it.
What are some shoes that you would say is an absolute no that a lot of Americans shouldn't be wearing because it's causing foot damage, you know?
It's terrible because I mean I read all the same magazines that everybody else does, and I see these crazy designs, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks incredible, but how does that functionally work? I saw a fishbowl on the bottom of someone's foot, like it was like a heel at one point in time.
What?
I know a fish is
fishbowl?
like swimming. I know it's wild. People get wild.
The style.
You know, baby, live your best life, but. Also, avoid the flip-flops. Get rid of those things. Anything that you can bend in half and squish inside your hands, you should not be putting on your feet.
How about a Croc?
Everybody loves Crocs. My office staff loves Crocs. I don't know. I don't understand. They're not supportive. But at the same time, I understand there are tons of cushion, and that makes people feel good. As long as you're turning them over quickly, meaning you're replacing them, because they don't stand the test of time. You know, they're made of foam. So definitely getting a supportive shoe. And if you love a Croc, great. But just keep replacing it over and over again because you don't want them to get too soft and mushy so they're not actually doing anything for you.
Have you seen the Croc that has a heel on it now? Have you seen that ridiculousness?
Yes. I had a patient come in and tell me she wanted to wear it for her birthday.
Who? What? Oh, somebody came in and wore it for their birthday?
That's what she wanted to wear. She said she wanted to get into this because she was like going to the beach or, you know, she wanted to get in that shoe. And I said, okay, baby, we'll get you in that shoe, but you're not going to wear this forever because it's not supportive for you.
Okay, baby, we'll get you in that shoe.
Get you.
Oh, my God.
Everybody has their own goals, and that's okay. Yeah. We can make those goals happen, but the best thing for you 100% is being in a supportive sneaker as much as you can.
Yes, absolutely. You know, I mean, I used to like flip-flops, but now I can't really hardly stand. I can't stand how they flap or flip. I'm like, oh no, I can't even do this. I don't even want people to see my feet. You know, I was like, oh God, let me put some socks on and some nice supportive tennis shoes for my foot, and then
What you got going on with your feet? What you got going on with your feet?
Oh, nothing. Hold on, I'll bring it back up again, Dr. Sarah. Here we go.
Oh, wow. We're back into the virtual medicine again. Okay, I'm ready. Tag me in.
God. Oh, Lordy. All right, so I want to now ask you, because, you know, we're fixing to have to wrap up here, but, you know, you have been featured, I think, in the first season of My Feet Are Killing Me, and I think you now have become a regular on the show. The show's, I think, going into the third season. How does it feel to be, you know, now on the show with Dr. Brad and Dr. Ebony?
I mean, I was elated to be even, you know, part of the first season, just like, you know, assisting Brad in cases and like, you know, troubleshooting all of these crazy cases that we were getting put in front of us. And now to become like an actual, I guess, co-doctor alongside some of my favorite colleagues in the field.
Sure.
It's truly an honor. I'm thrilled that I can help people. And I'm so happy to be part of it. It's a great team.
Yes, and it's so interesting and so fascinating. That show and Dr. Pimple Popper are the ones that I like to watch. I like to watch, you know, Dr. Pimple Popper to pop the zits, and then I like to watch you guys because, you know, there's just the patients come in, you know, with these foot problems. I'm like, oh my gosh, how does their foot look like that? Or how can they get this problem? So it's really fascinating to watch. TLC has some real good content. And then, of course, you know, you can always catch up on Discovery Plus, you know, the streaming service there. But lastly, I want to ask you, do you ever receive any messages in regards to the work that you've done on the show? Like, do fans reach out to you and share their problems, or do you hear other stories outside of the office, like, you know, people coming to you for advice or for help?
I mean, I am so honored to even, like, just entertain any of these questions. It's so crazy to me because, like, I now have patients coming into the office that have seen the show, and I have people coming from different states that I'm able to help and I'm able to, you know, really make an impact on. And it's literally, I went to medical school just to help people, and now I really get to live my dream, and I'm truly helping people as much as I possibly can, it's everything I've ever wanted.
Oh my gosh. And she's living her dream. I think that's what everyone should do. They should go after what they want to do in life and keep after it. Like, you know, me being in entertainment, I have wanted to do this ever since I was 8 years old, you know, and I didn't let anything stop me or get out of my way of wanting to pursue my career. So, you know, I mean, because, hey, I mean, you have to wake up loving what you do. If you don't, then, I mean, what are you doing in life? Come on now, you know. So it's great that you're doing what you want to do.
Yes. Like, you were made for what you're meant to do, obviously. Like, you're I mean, you're just so charismatic. You obviously can tell. I think everyone should find their passion in life, pursue it, do whatever you can to be part of it, and make it your life dream.
Oh my gosh, Dr. Sarah, I could talk to you all morning long, but I know you have to get back to work. You have work to do during the day, even though this has been so much fun. But tell our audience when and where they can catch the new season of My Feet Are Killing Me, because I think it's coming out in August on TLC. We'll direct everyone to our website to tune in for more.
Catch our newest season, which is season 3, which will be August 4th at 10 p.m. on TLC. I am super excited to see the next season as it premieres. I saw it firsthand filming it, but it's so great to see kind of relive it again.
Yay! Oh my gosh, well, I'm going to be tuning in. I cannot wait to watch. I will grab a little snack, and then I will sit around the TV and watch with my partner because, you know, we love watching stuff like this. And thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. It was a whole lot of fun getting to chat with you and just kind of getting to know more about, you know, all these feet.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Seriously, this was so much fun. You're great energy. Thank you for bringing all the non-caffeinated energy. I'm bringing my caffeinated energy to you this morning, and we'll chat with you guys soon.
Yes. Take care. Have a great day.
Thank you.